Hi guys, welcome back to the HackShack, and today it is day 9 of the Make Advent calendar.
Yep, welcome back. Let's see what we have. Do you have the box ready for day 9?
Yes, I do.
Let's switch over and see what's inside there. Hold on 1 second. All right, see if you can see what we have there. Ooh, not much, but it might be something fun. Let's see what we have. All right, I'll take that out of your way. We have some wires there. And notice these wires look a little different than the other ones we've had. They've got pieces that poke out on one end and pieces that don't poke out on the other, like these little fittings here. So it's male and then male, female. Okay, and then wait 1 second. We will see what we have here. So this is going to be a, see if you shake that, hold it up to your ear and see if you hear a noise when you shake it.
What is it going to be?
So this is called a tilt sensor or a tilt switch, and there's 2 wires in there and there's like a little ball, and what happens is, you know, if you start it like this or say like this and then it does that, it'll make a contact. So it's like closing a switch. So that's kind of an easy way to tell if something's like tilting or moved a certain way. Or you could start it like this and it'd be closed, and then if it goes open, that means that something's, you know, moved or changed. It can't tell you the exact angle like a fancy sensor can. It's just kind of a switch off or on. But we're going to see what kind of code and stuff that we have to do with this. So let's check out what we can do with it.
Before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, PCBWay.
Ho ho ho!
PCBWay is having a huge Christmas sale and you don't want to miss it. Here's what you can get: free prototypes for Christmas themed designs, discounts of up to 50% on PCBs and assembly, and much more. This sale is only valid until December 31st, 2023, so don't wait. Head over to PCBWay now and start saving on your next project. Check the description for details.
Thanks, PCBWay. Happy holidays.
Okay, so now we got to construct the circuit. First thing it says is to power off our Pico here, so I'm going to unhook the USB there. So I'm going to disconnect all of this stuff from the other day. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It's kind of loose there. All right. So we're going to keep those LEDs like that. So we're going to look at this one. So we still have, I believe that is what, 38 right here. Let's see here. That's at 38. That's still to ground with this jumper right here. So we'll leave that. So then all we really need to do, there's no polarity to that thing, so it doesn't matter which way we hook it up. So I think all we have to do is, let's take this jumper and we'll very gently plug it into here without being very forceful with it.
Okay.
Do you want to push it in a little bit? So just gently get those connections in there. You don't have to push them very hard. Okay, there we go. Let's see. One wire goes to 3.3, which is 36. Okay, so one of these is going to go to 36. And then the other one needs to go into 31, which is... Hey, ready to try out some code?
Okay, yeah.
Great. All right, so let's check out this first code example. Can you get that code in there for us? Okay, so you can see here, this is not too much code. We're just looking at our pin here, 26, and we're going to have it pulled down, so we're going to wait for it to go high. And this is this while true. Remember, it's going to run forever, just like this says, right? So, and if it senses that it's high, it's just going to print out down here at the bottom that it's high. Do you want to hit that button and send that over there for us? Okay, so now take this thing and tilt it where it's kind of tilting up a little bit. Put the black part up. Hey, look, it says I tilted. Look.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see here. Can I put some spaces in there? So I'm going to put some spaces in there and I'm going to tilt it up. I tilted. Oh, it's got a bunch. And let's share the camera down. Just show them how we did that, okay? When we're doing that. Yeah, that's kind of pointing up. It says I tilted. Then we kind of point it down, point it straight down, and then tilt it back up, and I'll make some more of those happen, I think. Let's put some spaces in there now. Yep, see, it just filled up with those again. All right, so let's look at our next code example they gave us. Can you put that code in there for us?
Okay.
So let's look and see here. Now what we're doing here is it's kind of mostly the same as before, but we notice you got PWM in here now, and we're going to do the buzzer. So look now what it's going to do. If the tilt is detected or that is high, it's going to print tilt detected down here, and then it's going to make the buzzer make a noise. And then if it doesn't detect a tilt, it's going to turn off. So let's give this a shot and see. Can you push that code to it with the green button there? Okay, now tilt it and see if it starts beeping. Now tilt it back down. All right, tilt it back up. All right, so I'm going to switch us to our bench camera. Okay.
Okay.
So watch it. Let's see. So show folks see. Okay, so it's quiet now. Now tilt it up. Now tilt it down. So that's pretty cool. Imagine if you had some kind of situation where you wanted to know if a piece of equipment tilted over to make an alarm or maybe to shut itself off so it wouldn't damage itself. You know, there's lots of reasons for different things you might want to know if they tilt over like that. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's check out our next example here. All right, can you get our next code example in here? Let's look and see what it looks like. All right, so let's look here. So this has some similar things, but it's going to have a counter this time. See where that's setting that up at a 0?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to run forever. It's going to come in here and it's going to say if it's not counting right now, if it didn't add to the count, but it's tilted, yeah, if the state is 0 and our pin is high, then we want to add a number to our tilt counter.
Okay.
And we want to change the state to 1. And then it says tilts, and then it gives the count of them, right?
Right.
And then after that, if it says if it's tilt and the tilt value is 0 and the pin's low, then change the state to 0. Then it goes back to the top. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what this is going to do. So what it should do is, as you go up and down, it should actually count how many times you do it. So that could be handy to know how many times something turned over or something like that, right? So let's go ahead and push the code to it, and I want to see if it counts when you do that. All right, so now tilt it up here.
Okay.
And see if it starts printing out a number. So just do it once. 1. Now do it again. 2, 3. But now if you leave it held up, it doesn't just keep counting by itself, right? So hold it still. Uh-oh. Tilt it back over, make sure the ball gets let go, and then come back up. There you go. Oh, yeah, if it's
I
wiggles.
think it goes by 2, but...
Well, it doesn't go by 2. It's like if you wiggle it a little bit, that ball might bounce. Yeah, because there's a ball that'll bounce. See there? It'll open and close that switch.
Okay, that's a cool.
So that's kind of neat how that counts that, right? And if we leave it still, the counting stops. So there could be different situations or some kind of thing you're trying to do in a project and you want to count the number of times it tilts. That would be something that could do that. Or you could say, if it tilts 5 times, like if it's a game and somebody's messing with it, hey, if it tilts 5 times, say game over, you're messing with the game. Or if it tilts 5, turn yourself off because some condition's been met, you need to look at the machine or various other things. So that's pretty cool. So what do you think? That tilt sensor is pretty neat, huh? Mm-hmm. This is all we were doing as I was counting up, is just, tilting this back and forth, but you kind of probably have already guessed that's what we were doing. But
and 27, 28, 29, 30.
So that's just counting up, so that's all we were doing there. So that's pretty cool. And it has some other things here based on what we've learned today, and we could go back and maybe add some stuff to that previous example with the tones and maybe make the LEDs come on. I'll leave that up to you to try if you've got the kit like this. I think we're going to call it a day with these examples. It's been a long day here.
Well, that was Project 9, and we will see you on the 19th for Project 10. And that was really cool learning about the project that we did today. What did you think about it?
I thought it was pretty cool. There's probably some fun projects where you could need a tilt counter like that. Or just something to know if it hits switch directions. I think that'd be kind of fun to have a tilt switch. So that was pretty neat. So like the elf here said, on the 19th, we'll be doing Box 10. We hope to see you then. Until then, take care, and we hope you're having a good holiday. Bye-bye.
Bye.